Just a plan. Where is it up? It's up. Okay. So I'm gonna expand this a little bit too. Okay. Temperature gets below 0 outside. Room gets cold. A little bit nippy today. So, anyways, happy Friday. Except for those that work on weekends or something else on weekends, then no. But no, it needs bones because I don't have any of these chairs filled, and they're gonna need a lot of pone. Yeah. Well, the temperature thing right now is like it's negative something. What is it right now? Cold. Just 0. Okay, that works. It's supposed to get to -8 by morning. Oh, no, it'll be more. By 6 a.m. it's -13. Wonderful. The high of 3 tomorrow. And then, let's see here. It's going to be about 0 degrees when I fly out to Vegas, and then it's going to be 60s when I'm there. So it's going to be such a drastic change. Well, kind of. We actually went from -10 something to 40 within a week, and that's actually about the same change as from 10 to 60. So, yes, nits bounce. All right. So we're almost done with this shot. Or did I call this one done? I thought there was something else I still needed to do on it. Oh, I needed to fix some of these buildings here. I didn't finish this side. So, alright, let's fix up those buildings here. Yes, I do need murder. Though I still feel like I need to cover him up more. I don't know, I might use like the trench coat or something on him. I'm not sure. Because as of right now, he's not covered as much as he should be. I mean, he's supposed to be technically under a hood, but kind of hide who he is. So, yeah, I'm going.
Follow the path to where no one's ever been.
I'm in the. That's why I'm like, there should be a building one. There it is.
Until you reach the end, across the sea and beyond the distant lands, the world away.
Well, it's more of me just identifying the scene.
There you go.
I don't know if I want to keep this building just because it would look so drastically different from everything else.
Every step takes you 1,000 miles away. You'll find the edge beyond the break of day.
But I want to put at least some kind of different building. This one's kind of different, but also not. But at least I'll work with that one right now.
The ones you love, the pillows in your bed. There you go. There you go.
Well, it is called Andrew's song. I didn't realize that.
It's a box of memories.
I think I had added this one to my list from my phone, so I didn't actually see it.
Good enough to give, 'cause you don't know what tomorrow holds for you. Another path, or just a glimpse of truth. There you go.
This is called Urban Sky Tower 006. Was there a specific... No, I did a mask for it. Yeah, this is going to take a little bit because I did a lot of stuff on this one. That's fine because this one being called Andrew's song. It's a good song. Move that a little bit. There. Now it's playing the right way. No, I've not used VR chat. I think it's stupid. I never plan to use it.
This is not a farewell, just a goodbye.
It just seems like it's a platform that right now is being destroyed by a meme. It had potential out of it, and it was showing all these cool things you could do, but all it is people bringing in these models that destroy any type of immersion, and took one meme so far that everywhere you go, you're just going to find it. I haven't actually been able to use the headset very much lately, because not long after I got it, I got a sinus infection. That not long after that got better, I got another sinus infection that threw me in a big dizzy. It throws my balance off for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then I've been caught up playing Divinity and Payday and stuff. So I haven't really been able to put too much effort into actually playing this stuff. I do want to, though. It came with Fallout VR, so definitely need to try it. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. Yeah, I gotta do that on adjustment layer. I think I did before. I just did it on a straight layer. Work. All right, so now it is. I'm gonna set up these windows I want to get rid of. So I'm going to keep this at 100%, and we're going to. Oops, that is not the color I want. There we go. Alright. Oh, these are closer windows. It's going to be a little tougher. So, I'm going to get rid of that one, these two, this one. Let's just go with these 3. That one too. Bunch down the side. Probably took out too much out of the middle there, but that's fine. We'll do that, and then I'll just start not caring. I don't think it's going to matter that much. I just want to take out about half of them. I'll do this one, this one. This one. I'll leave that as it is then. I'll take out this one. There, that'll work. And then I'm just gonna just jump and just click. because it's so hard to be random. It's almost impossible for us to be random. Because in trying to be random, we're technically thinking about it and then making it even, which doesn't actually fit what random is. So do that one, I guess. That's pretty good. Have you seen Gen 5 gameplay concepts? No, no spoilers. That's nothing that we do in here. So I have not looked at anything regarding any assets for the leak, and I plan not to. I am hugely against spoilers. Where normally, if I'm spoiled on something, I just don't even bother watching it. Some of my favorite movies are movies that I went to because people said it was good, and that's all I went off of. And it was great because I had no expectations prior. It's actually one of the reasons Australia was one of my favorite books, because that book has literally zero spoilers. The description of the book says nothing about what the content is. I had somebody message me, they're like, I want to read this book, but I'm not sure, because I don't know what I'm getting into. And like, can you give me some information about it? I'm like, no, I'm not giving you any info, because that's my favorite part of the book, and is the fact that it only says one sentence. I actually have to catch up on reading that. I've been doing Fallout for the local book club, and I have been spending almost all my time just trying to keep caught up on that. That's a little weird. With this and this. No. Let's get rid of this, but I think I'm just gonna clean that out and call that good. Okay. Alright, and then these need to show at least by a little bit. Okay, we'll go with that being okay. And then I'll do another layer. And this, I'm just going to select a couple of these. So I'll choose this one. This one, this one, this one. Okay, I think that's good. And then we will give that one not quite as much, just to not imbalance a little bit. So that looks like some pretty evenly lit and slightly random windows. This will be save as it's a 006 window mask. Okay, add it in here. Yes, I did. So I need to open up 006. I believe these are all knocked out. Oh, wait. I'm a step ahead of myself. What I'm working on? I'm working on doing a texture for a building. And welcome. So I have a building that I'm going to be putting, or that I need lit up at night. And it was fully lit to have it just reflect like a sunset off the windows, which was great in the sunset, but it sucks for anything else. So, I need to make the windows work for it. No, I forgot what this is called. Sky Building. No, not Sky Building. Side Tower 006. There you are. So I'm building a mask that would tell it what windows. Oh, I missed one. I needed to tell what windows to glow and what ones not to, so they glow in the night no matter the lighting. I'm gonna go back to this one. So I just right now just trying to find random windows that I want to make look like they're off. So I need to try to come up with random. I'm gonna go with that as being the random on that one, and this one being the random on this one. Let's just go with this. And some of these sites are not even going to be shown. We'll go with that as that random. Then I had this one, which is going to be just a dimma, 1 or 2. Let's do that. Let's see this again. 006. And I got to import it into the file format that SFM looks for, and then save it again as that format. Okay. Then I go into SFM where I'm doing this night, so I'm working on this tower. I want to make it look like these ones, because that's what it's doing right now with this big reflection thing. I don't want that. So I'm gonna go to add attribute. No, it's not even an attribute. I can just actually reload everything. I saved it as the actual texture bit. So that should replace all the windows with a little brighter than I thought. I think I dumbed them down. Did I dumb them down in these? Maybe not. It's a little bit brighter than the other ones, I think. No, it looks the same. It's just closer. Yeah, but it's too bright. I don't want it that bright. So I'm gonna add in. Nope, I think I'm on 04. Yep, I need 06. So I'm gonna add in a vector 3 of color, which will put all default to. Oh no, actually I had that wrong. Self-lume tint, because the self-illumination that's giving it that. And I'm just going to dumb it down to half its value. It mostly works, but I think it's almost too lit up still. Okay, these ones, this is why I do this in layers. So this one that is causing most of them to go dark, I'm going to make it a little darker. I don't want them as visible as this is showing them to be. And I think I need to break up, or I need more dimmer windows. So I'm going to take another layer. I'm going to go, well, I can keep it at 100%. We'll do this one, this one, this one. I think there's just, it feels like there's too many lit windows. Hard to simulate how we normally would light up windows on a building, just to make it look traditional random. Okay. We'll put them like that, maybe. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. What am I? Well, actually, let's start from the top here. Do I add the new body rig you made for for the models. You made for the models. I didn't have I didn't really update the rigs. That was somebody else that did that Shadow Wing. I can't remember the name. But I never really use rigs much. And for like the stuff I sent you for Ember Ember might have one. Yeah, Ember does. So I don't know on that. You're gonna have to play with that. I can't remember from that video. What are your planned cons this year? My planned cons are I'm going to BabsCon, and at the end of March, 2 weeks later, I'm going to Winnie City. I've got everything set up for BabsCon. I've got almost nothing set up for Winnie City yet. I was doing some of that today, but then I lost it. I am going to BronyCon again, but I'm and Ciderfest in November. But for BronyCon, I'm kind of on the fence. I'm potentially going to also go to TrotCon, which is the week before it, and I'm thinking about taking off an extended vacation and going to TrotCon, flying from TrotCon to DC to spend the weekdays on, and then going to BronyCon after spending my time at DC because I can just take the train. So, I'm kind of on the fence about doing that because to me a trip like spending a couple days in DC by myself sounds kind of boring by myself. So because I'm going to I'm going to Vegas this weekend for a business trip, but I have a day or two to kind of wander by myself. I want to see how that goes before I make a decision on that. So I'm not sure if I'm going to TrotCon or not. Okay, that looks much better. I still think it's overly bright. No. If anything, it's too dim. I think I know what I need. I don't like the yellow. It's too yellow. So I'm going to pull some of that out. And I think it actually would be fine to make it brighter, but I don't want to make the dimmer ones brighter. I want to make them all brighter. So I'm going to take some of these. Let me go and remove this. If anything, maybe just making one or two of them brighter. I don't even know if I can do that. Let's give it a shot. Go with that one. 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 In a way it works, because that would be considered brighter, but I don't think I can really make them any brighter other than just dimming them all and playing them off as such. I'm gonna just go with this and see how it goes. Oh, Kitty found the bed I made him. Hello, Misty Phantom. How are you? I think you can make it for Ciderfest is because this is probably, at least as of right now, my plan is my last year for big conventions. I'm thinking after this year, I'm only going to be going to probably Winnie City and Ciderfest. I have a lot of other places I want to see, and I've been seeing a lot of the same cities. So that's why I want to kind of try to pick TrotCon too. But I might slow it down on a lot of the other ones. Ciderfest and Winnie City are drivable, and also there are a lot of people that we know that go to those, and they're always way more fun than a lot of the other ones. So not to say the other ones aren't, but it's just the ones I have the most fun at. So so my plans right now are this year going to BronyCon, TrotCon, BabsCon, but after that probably dropping it down to only 2 a year. So yeah, here we go. Yeah, I haven't set up anything for Ciderfest yet. That was far enough out that it's not a biggie. Okay, yeah, that feels pretty good. If anything, the windows now seem too dark, but I think I'm just going to keep it. That building's closer, so I think that's why. Alright, I'm going to grab that my base building again. I think this... one of these. I'm gonna use this one. Sure. I am gonna get rid of that one building. It doesn't feel right to me. It just doesn't work. Hello, Mitch. Actually, Mitch, that was a question. Were you gonna be going to Windy City? Closer than that. I'll make sure I keep it on the same plane. Okay. This is gonna be hard. It's hard to try to maintain the same perspective. Like right here. This is like, where are these buildings in relation? Yeah, these ones are supposed to feel farther away. They're not. Yeah, I need to talk to Kyle actually about the trip or about Windy City because I had an idea for hotels. BronyCon is expensive-ish. Actually, I find BabsCon to be as expensive. Actually, BabsCon is more expensive. I can fly out to BWI or Baltimore from here for like 180 now, but California is 300 something. So hotels are almost the exact same. So BabsCon to me is actually more expensive, but to one's own. So I think this building, I'm going to play with it a little bit. So that is this one, yeah. So I'm going to move it closer and shrink it. So it's going to make more sense for its size to have it closer. Okay, is it gonna look fine being that close? I don't want it going off camera, so I think it's gonna be about there. It feels a little dark, but I can fix that. When I first did BronyCon a couple years back, it was like $500 for a ticket to BWI, but now it's like $180. That's why I was actually considering the trip to Ohio to fly from here to Ohio to DC, take the train to Baltimore, and to fly back from Baltimore to here. That'd be 3 one-way tickets and a train ticket, and even then the cost was about $350 to $400 for all of it combined for flights. That was actually like not that bad. It was like $150 to fly from here to Ohio. It was like $80 to fly from there to Washington DC, and then another $170 to fly, or no, not even $170. It was I think it was like $150 to fly from Baltimore back to here, and then the train was like $10. Yeah, flights have gotten a lot cheaper, I actually think. But it also helps, like, we live at the Delta hub, so like I got Skyline miles and everything because of that. So Delta just flies almost anywhere for pretty cheap. California, they don't have as big of a thing on, but anywhere out east is like pretty damn cheap. And now with work, I can actually use my Skyline miles through work flights, so I get I got like the half my Vegas trip has a I'm flying out on Delta, and I have my sky. I got free miles on that, so I'm not complaining on that. Like this one, put this one here. Let's put it right in the middle. I've been using the same building over and over again for this. Because why not? Just turn it a little bit, move it down. I don't want to have it on the edge. We're just gonna push it down to here. I think that yeah, that's gonna cause some issues. I'm gonna move it further down. Because I want it separated. I don't want it looking like it's part of the same building. So I'm moving it into the haze that is way back there. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of a building down there because I want to have that broken up. I don't want to have that just gray like that. A little bit of gray so that it separates a little bit. There, that's good. Now something else in here. I think I'm going to get that light on that building right now though. Hello. Do you have any tips for people who want to animate using SFM? Yeah, I always have tips. The one thing I'd actually say is, or if you go out to the convention, I applied it for BabsCon, though I don't know if I'm gonna get it. But for BurnCon and Windy City and stuff, I've started doing a kind of a 3D animation workshop I'm trying out, and I tried it out at Cider Fest and found out what worked and didn't, and so I'm going to be doing a bit more, going a little bit further into detail with stuff this time. But the main thing is, if you've never done anything with it before, I would highly recommend do pictures. They've made fun of me on here before because I say it a lot, but animation is just essentially a series of pictures, or very much so. So if you can learn to do pictures, you can learn to animate. For instance, like, I'm gonna say I don't have really instance on this, but like if I were to have a pose done for this pony, I would build it pose to pose, so I could build them like pose them to look like one way, and then I would find out what's the next thing I want to do, and I'd pose them to look like that, and then I would blend between them. So essentially, you're building a series of pictures, and then you're melting them into one big pot of animation. So starting out with pictures is super helpful. Oh, okay. Well, I did want to record if I get the one at BrodyCon, which I don't know if I'm gonna get that one. I wanted to actually try to have it recorded, because if I did, then I could put it on YouTube and have it for to be able to push people to. But that wouldn't be like SFM specific of the animation. But the two big things are patience and practice. I mean, it's not like I'm constantly learning things still. But if you think you're going to be able to just jump into here and understand how to do everything, no, it takes a lot of practice, a lot of time, and the willingness to continuously learn. So I'm still learning things that I thought I had down pretty pat, and then figuring out that I knew nothing on that, or I was using it wrong. So just be willing to always be learning. I feel like I'm going to need something back here, because otherwise I'm just going to have a lot of these same buildings over and over again. Think you can get away with that one being taller? Yes, I can. So those are cloud lights, that's why they're getting in my way. So watch where I place them. I feel like the right side feels like it's a lot closer, but I'm guessing it has to do with light position. No, there's actually quite a bit that are just closer. At least 3. But that's fine. I can just put another light in there and hide it. Sorry, I missed your thing here. Yeah, I've known people that flew on standby for stuff like that. That is, it's nice that you can fry free, but it sucks that you don't know. And then, if I remember right, isn't there also within that free order a other order? Because like, I thought it was like bereavement and then seniority and like whatever. It kept going on the scale, and I think retirement was at the bottom. Because but Jay Holler that lives locally here, he used to work at Delta and had the free flights, and my sister-in-law's mother was retired from Delta, so she gets free flights for life. So this one. No, with this one. Well, it's free flights for life, but it's not it's not as like simple as that sounds. There's a lot of restrictions to it. You're not guaranteed to get on the flight because your unlimited flights are based on standby. So if you like when we were, or Jay used one of his buddy passes, which allows you to bring a friend on there to use your standby, and you get a certain amount per year. And he was having a friend use one so that you could travel to one of the conventions, and you're like a bottom of the barrel for choice. And so when we're going to this convention, we're all on the same flight. He was going to get a standby on the flight, but we had to all wait, and he sat at the door until everybody was on the plane and they got all the numbers to whether or not he could actually get on that plane. So he was sitting at that door being told whether or not he could. And thankfully he got on, and the only reason he got on was because there was a couple that was also looking to get on that flight, and or brother and sister that were looking to get on the flight on standby as well, and they only had one seat open. Otherwise they would have been ahead of him and pushed at both seats. So he ended up getting it because of that. So yeah, it sounds like a pretty nice deal, but Jay has bought tickets before with real money, even though he got them for free, because he needed to know he was going to be there. I do like it with the extra white light a lot more. I stick with that. I can put it over here too, and then I just add a couple buildings in the way. Yep, that works a lot better. I can just move some stuff forward to hide more of the white light over here, but I think that works way better. But you're getting a free flight, so that's the nice thing about it. If you go during the quiet times where there's more likely to have open seats seats open, you're fine. If you go during really busy times, probably not going to get a share. So I guess there's an app that at least Delta has that allows you to that's just for watching standby, so you can see who's looking to get on flights. That white light definitely gives a better separation. So like here now, I want to grab, is it this one? Yeah. Move a little closer, so I want to have it be darker. So that's fine. Well, actually a little bit closer. Okay, so that's good. I'm going to place another one further back, probably behind this building. Yeah, that works. This side's looking pretty good. I just want to fill in a little bit of this side. I kind of want to maintain this one as the main one up front. Anything? I'm going to make this one much bigger and much lower. If anything, that helped right there. Yeah, well, I mean, it was benefits for a friend, but it did kind of suck. But yeah, it was always just it just sucks. But like Jay, when he owned the hotel for the room, so he had to be there at a certain time to get check-in. So he ended up buying a ticket. It's like at 30% off though, so I mean you get a good discount on it, but you just can't take the risk. Could you get on there for free? Maybe, but not worth the risk. Hard to plan a trip. Okay. So I probably want to give him... No, I'm not animating right now. I wanted to start animating him, but I don't want to do that right now. I just really like how this shot was turning out. I might call this one good for now. I'll call it put my 12-second marker on it and move on. Alright, book. 2 books. Okay. So what do I have here? Podium speech I just did. Twine Pinky Party. I'm not sure how to do that one. That one might be interesting. Applejack Armor speech. That's so much like a Fluttershy one. I don't know if I want to do it because of that. Spike, remember, Art can't do the armor again. Applejack Sakura meeting. Maybe the elevator accident. That's hard because that's so focused on him. Plus, I think he has a recollector on, so that would cause some issue with that too. Yeah, because she's in the elevator for multiple floors before it falls. Yeah, I don't even know how you would do that. Then if I just did that, the Pegasus murder, Apple Snack's resurrection. That would be creating a battlefield with a lot of ponies. That would almost be, I think, almost too grotesque for the video. And plus, that's more focused on Apple Snack, not them. I still need to get to the one part so I can build the one most iconic shot I really want to do. I think what I want to do now is Oh no, actually, I marked it, didn't I? Come on. Caraway spy. Verity assassination attempt. Twilight Trixie Vats. Okay, there we go. It wasn't a memory orb actually, it was a recording. I thought it was a memory orb. I guess it makes sense. So we need to do the recording where she gets pulled into the vats, or at least the area with it. So I need an idea as to what this area looks like. It was creepy. Okay, that's good. A chair, a bank, 4 dusty monitors, and a microphone, a filing cabinet, and a few ridiculously pristine coffee cups. Above the monitors was glass. And I think they do it on those monitors, right? Well, no, but it would have been in front of those monitors that she'd been pulled in, I think. So we'll do that. So that's what we'll build here. So there was nothing but some chairs, a bank, of 4 dusty monitors, a bank. Does that mean like a center island? I'm gonna say against the wall, like a big, maybe. And a microphone, a filing cabinet, and a few ridiculously pristine coffee cups. I think I'm just gonna build something that looks techie. I think it's gonna be the best it's gonna do. It's 24, so it'd be 36. 12 seconds. I'm doing 12 because that was about the most that went between the 2 main beats of the song. I thought there was a way to... there we go. Like this. I don't need a slug. I need an actual... Can't just make a new shot. I don't want to do it the other way. Okay, screw you guys. I'm just gonna do it. There, new shot. Bam. I gotta clear these out. Techie symbol from one of my own files. Nothing to think of. At least not that one I'd want to use. And techie symbols are easy. There's so much tech stuff available. I can't be by the wall. I need to be further in. From your camera. I potentially need more of a 360 environment, so I don't want to get stuck there. And I'm thinking this is probably going to be kind of what the traditional Fallout like vault metal would look like, and it's gonna. So I'm probably gonna want to pull some of those, and I think they're V underscore. I'm gonna save first. Never know. There we go. Just gonna stab ya. Where there V underscore. Maybe not. Where were they then? Oh, they just started with a V. That was what it was. So I don't want to use some of like these ones. These are too iconic for Vault, but there'll be some here I could use. Or maybe not for a large room though, because this is going to be overlooking the vats. Okay, I just had an idea for a shot. So let me see first. Let's see what I have for resources. So vats. Nothing. What would be another term for that? Tank? Because these have to be open top tanks. Well, I guess I could actually use these. Because these all look tanky. Why is there boots? Tanker boots. Okay. It's like I'm looking for tanks and I find boots. So none of these are open on the top, but I can at least use them for the shot I need them for. But I will need one with an open top. I can understand not having an open top though. You're asking for a lot more polygons than a closed top. Oh, these are like dirty too. It's just a bucket. I want a bucket. Okay. So like if this would work if it was taller. I found one that worked. Just gotta find them again. Like these could work. It's got a lot of detail to them. All right, so this shot I want to have. Probably wide, so I'm gonna go with the 35. And aimed up. Okay, so this is here. So right now for the video, I guess I don't know. I'm working on a Ministry Mayor's video from Fallout Equestria, and I don't have the video itself planned out as to like what I would need shot for shot, but I know what shots I want to have in there, and a lot of it's just going to be a mix and match, and I can play around with it. So instead I'm building the scenes first, getting to the general idea, putting the premise down, and then once I have some of them, I can start merging them into the video. Because this is going to be utilizing a lot of fades between, and fades I can't do in SFM, so I have to plan it out to make it work. I know that there's some catwalks in. Oh, these are more detailed catwalks, so they see through though. They are. That would work. Okay, is there... That's exactly what I was looking for. Those don't have guardrails though, so I should probably find ones with guardrail. That would be this one. Oh, those are better anyway. Get rid of that one. Okay, double check. Is my camera still sitting at 0 values? No. No, that value is okay. These ones are not. No, that was the one that's up. That one's okay. These ones have to be at 0. Not 0. A degree of 180 or 90 or something. I need these to be perfectly straight because all models loaded in are based on that rotation. So it's a lot easier if everything's based on a 90-degree bend, especially if I'm trying to make things symmetrical. So this one is destructible, I guess, which actually can be pretty useful. You can just kind of be like, it's broken. Whoa. Whoa. Magic. Well, if you lock them right, you could rotate them really neatly. But they're not locked. This needs to be rotated first to 0, and now to 90. And we're going to lock this to the camera first. That will make it perfectly straight with the camera. Now I can play with it from this and it'll stay on that perfectly straight bed. I don't want the tank. I want that. I need the T catwalk. This one. Oh, that's neat. The textures are exactly lined up. Or almost all exactly. So it's just... Okay. So this needs to rotate this way. Which is this number right here. Oops. Oh wait, it needs to go the other way. Oh no, that's fine. Oh no, it will need to go the other way. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is one of those texture issues. Ghost problems. Okay. I think some of these guardrails might be a little high. I'm just wondering if I should use the ones that don't have the high guardrails. I'll keep it for now. Okay. So the Cadillac goes off cameras. Let's see what we can do with these tanks. So I'm trying to build Mary Pony in a way. We gotta try to space this out to be pretty even. My thought is Twilight would be meticulous, so I should too. I don't think that's far enough either. Nope, it is. Oh, nope, just short. Ah. I know what I'm looking for. It's just getting it to work. See if there's any that looks like what I'm looking for. And no. Alright, so I'm gonna have to do it myself. That might work. So I need to build like kind of a concrete barricade with an observation window, and I need to usually or have some kind of a frame that marks the outside of this. I don't need any glass in it. I just need to have the window. But I think the best one here is going to be just having that open frame and then building on myself. But there's a lot of things with the word frame in there. I think I might just go with that. I don't want to search forever. So again, this is loaded up, so it's mathematically straight, perfectly straight with the camera. So I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees, and then I'm going to rotate it again 90 degrees. Probably gonna go with bigger than this. We'll go with that big. Okay. We'll put it here-ish. Yeah, we'll do that. So this is going to do a turn down. I'm going to probably math this. So it would be a turn down of 8 degrees. Yeah. Oh, no. Is it gonna just do nan every time? Oh. 0. Okay, so that's what was confusing me there. Actually, I'm gonna split this. So I'm gonna put this at, let's say, a 15 degree. Oh, negative 15. Do a little more. We'll do that. We'll say this goes to just about foot level. Put it here. This is still should be, at least in terms of that axis, it should still be centered, right? Yeah. Hello. How are you doing? The rotation for this should be perfectly straight. Yes, perfect. So I'm going to call this one left. So this one's going to move. This is why it's not going to matter too much. I need to rotate it an even amount though. So let's say we rotate it. So this is. Okay, that's not the one I want. Maybe it is this one. Oh no, that's the first value. That first one I changed. Let's say 20 degrees. So let's say 70. It's going to be too close. So I kind of probably have to put some kind of cement-looking thing between them. Maybe go with a little bit more than that for rotation, though. We'll go with 65. Yeah, I'll go with 65. All right. Now it's about getting it about as close as I can to there. Like, yep, that worked. I'm gonna copy this one. Copy, paste. Right. I'm gonna spin this the other way. So that went from 90, so that's down 25. So I had to add 25 to 90, which is 115. And now it's just to make it look about evenly spaced. So go with that maybe? Okay. Night Warrior, Night Warrior. Oh, last year was such a blur. Not 100%, but I remember something about a birthday. I can't actually, literally, I can't remember anything about the first day. No. I remember going to dinner, that's about it. But I meet so many people at that place, it's hard to keep track, sorry. That's also why I love it. Get to meet so many different people. There we go, that's more. Anything in the mega pack? 1. Oof. Oof. Might be exactly what I need. That one's cracked though. I could use this one. It's wet though. I guess I can get rid of that, but still. Oh, okay. I don't think the SFM panel. I'm trying to. Well, yeah, because it's actually really weird that it tends to be that it's always after the SFM panels that we always have the conversation about dinner. Whatever. No, I remember talking with a lot of people that, but it's still. Is that concrete? It's considered concrete.
But it's just in slabs. I can't use that. Looks awkward. I want just straight concrete. Did I have 4? Said if I said 5. That was a tough one. Was it 4? It was 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, I guess. I don't really count Anthology as a panel, though. If that's in there, because Anthology was... I don't have to do shit for those. It's kind of just... Up. There it goes. Anthology, I just go up there and think, or and like stand there. They're super easy. Well, for that con anyway. There's because other people run it. Some of the smaller ones I help out more. Okay. Yeah. Putting out this so long ago now. I think I'm gonna go with this concrete bit. I think I can make it work. It looks wet. But I can play with the values to make it not look wet. I think it looks a little overly beat up, but I think that's fine. Okay. With how these observation things would work, I'm thinking this is going to go a little bit below. I'm going to say like here. I'm going to try to enlarge it. So I'm going to call this I want to try to use 1 block per, otherwise the detail gets lost. Oh, that's big. Too big. What's the midpoint there? Ooh. That might be perfect. Okay, so those other ones were turned 25 degrees, so this needs to be turned 25 degrees. This is why I'm keeping track of it. This would be, so this is 0 right now, so I'm going to say 25. I'm going to go the other direction first, because that's the order I went in before. Oh, actually, I'll do this one. Push forward a little on this side. No, it's not perfectly square is what it is. That's fine, I'll just leave it as it is. Okay. Copy this one. That one platform part's going to be in the way. Still partially in the way. Better way to go about this. Maybe either way I do it, I'm gonna get stuck with something coming up from behind. This is gonna be it right here, I think, if I'm gonna do it at all. I'm just gonna have to maybe play it at a low angle. Try that. Don't have that angle mathed out, but that's fine. Because I plan to keep the camera low anyways, and if you keep the camera low enough, it won't be noticed. Though I kind of want to check one thing. Well, hello, Michael. Am I working closer to Doors 3? Did they like announce it on us yet? I haven't even paid attention. That's in the mask, right? No. Zombie. In user mod. Great. Awesome. Okay. Oh, no. They knew. The original door, well, one of the original Doors creators made a call that the other one didn't know about, and gave authority over it to another person. And then when the other person found out, they ended up together with the original person going to make a video that badmouthed the person that had been actually given by way of a screenshot message stating that it was now their control. So the original creators were actually just kind of a jackass there. And decided to save their own name by bad-mouthing another person's. So yeah, that I didn't quite agree with. Just trying to find something round. Something flat, like a disc or something. Ooh. That could actually work. Only thing that bugs me about it is that there's those metal bits there. Yeah, I know it's a BrandCon 2018. I just didn't know if they officially announced it yet. Okay, I could use this. I'm gonna track that monorail thing. If I can apply a texture to it or something. Just want to open it to see what it looks like. So that's ops. No. Oh, props. Fairgrounds reflectivity. That doesn't sound like a model name. Yeah, it's just a VMT. The base texture of Dev Reflectivity 50B. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so I can't actually texture that. Would have been perfect too. If they probably do something for it, but it's all going to be dependent on how I feel on when it comes around to that. Those can take a lot of time, and I'm going to have my own projects to try to have done. Probably not by then, but at least have something for it. Surprising actually how there's a lot of actually pretty good stuff coming out of the Left 4 Dead one. Okay, so there's that thing again. Like techie stuff like this. I'm not seeing anything more though. Oh. Perfect. Yes. That is almost exactly what I needed. That is awesome. I was just getting it rotated correctly. So I need it rotated 45 degrees. So I need it 90 and then 45. So I need 135. Yep. Getting it positioned at the halfway point is going to be the hard part. Okay. Right about there, maybe? No. About there. I'm judging the distance that this is from this pole and this from this pole, so this should be equidistant. So that's probably going to be it. Oh, I need to go rotate it the other way though. So it's 180, so 200. Or no, we'll just do minus. So that's minus 45. Right? Yep. Now it's the other way. Move a little further. A little closer, no, a little further. They're probably going to require scaling though, which should have probably done that beforehand, which is going to mess it up again. But now I'll scale it now, I'll get an estimate, and then move on. Why is BronyCon in July? I know that not last year, but the year before, it was like in early July because they ended up having a conflict with their original dates that caused half the convention center to be taken by another convention, which caused just some headaches. So, or at least part of it. So, they ended up moving it, I think, to prevent conflict issues, so that they weren't having to deal with that. And they can say, well, you can have this date, but we already got it kind of booked. So now they've actually gotten a lot of their dates booked out for like a ways out. I think to prevent that. Just a little smaller. Okay, I think I might be too small. That actually may work.
Will be the end of it all. Watch your house of cards start to fall. Now you're here.
Okay, so that's too big still. Actually, two of them kind of are. I actually just set up my hotel there yesterday or the day before, and the two main ones are already taken. The Hyatt's there, but the Hyatt's expensive. That might work. No, it's too far in on this side. I ended up going at the Renaissance, I believe, which is about 2 blocks down and straight across from like Five Guys and stuff. It's a little further away, but it's also like $20-something cheaper a night. So, and I had some friends that always stayed there, and it's a pretty nice place.
This will be the end of it all. Watch your house of cards start to fall. Now you're here, then you're
Okay, if I do that, I'm going to probably have to rotate the windows a little differently because I want to try to connect them to either end. But now I can kind of play with it a little bit more now that I have a better base to work from. But like right now, the base is about center. I think it's a little bit to one side, but I'm going to move this window up a little bit so that it better matches this. So this one, if I move this up to just touch this corner here. Yep. What does it do on this side? A little bit there, which means it needs to move a little that way. Okay. And that barely did a thing. We have a little bit of a gap and a little bit of a gap. Good. That's a lot more center. Alright, so these windows, I'm going to have to turn them a little bit more. So I'm going to, they're right now turned at 18. I'm going to do negative 19. No, that's that angle. I want the other angle. I'll do 64. Yes. Nope. 63. Not perfect, but it'll do. Okay. There's some opening down here, but I'm not going to be anywhere above that angle. I'm going to be from here, so that's fine. Yeah, normally as soon as the hotel's open, I book it, but I was still kind of on the fence if I was going again, and so I'm going to go anyway. Usually I do the Hilton, but that sells out really quick. But I like the Hilton just because it's really, really conveniently close. Kind of, actually. You still have to walk a long ways, I guess, but it's all Skyway. You don't have to go outside. Yeah, the stadium view that we had was, it was really, really nice in the Hilton. Yeah, bring Five Nights at Freddy's. It's not like they're not locking it down to Pony anyway, so. Okay. So I do like how this kind of observation thing is set up. Now I'm just gonna have to try to fix this concrete to make it work. I don't need these anymore. These are gonna need more rotation to them then. So this is negative 24, so I'm going to do negative 27. Oops. I'll do that. Yeah, this might be much better. So this would be 25, so this would be 27 as well. Yeah. Okay. Do these go up to a wall? They do not go far enough to hit a wall. That is fine. I'm probably would think that some of this concrete would continue. So I'm going to take one of these blocks. Let's see what we can do here. So this... Oh, I should probably do the scaffolding thing. So what I was thinking about doing with this thing is... putting it, underneath the concrete here. But now that I look at it, it might be too big if I No, I can actually jam it up inside, so that actually could work still. Thankfully, this has the right bone for it. Still not big enough. Almost. I make that kind of a steel look or something then. So I'm gonna take, so it's this concrete block. And I don't really care on this as much. I'm just gonna put it here. So I'm just gonna do a flat wall of concrete. It does look like it blends pretty good once you got it on there right. I could technically continue this concrete, like there's windows that kept going, but I kind of want to end it there. That's not the block. I thought this was the block I just used. Oh, I just replaced block 1. Oh, okay, well that's going to get confusing. We'll fix it. I want to keep it in a fairly logical order. Fixed. I thought I had a 4. Where's my 4? Whatever else he says a breaking point. Part was reminding me of Star Trek. Okay. And then to prevent that from looking repetitive, I'm going to grab this one. It's middle rotation. I'm going to rotate it. I guess this one, 180. No, not that one then. this one. Is it this one? Could be the other one. I guess it is. Okay. And let's probably move it a little bit to fix the brakes. There. Now it just looks a little different. Oops, went the wrong direction with that. Because across from the Hilton, that was probably the Marriott. I've been... First year, we were at the Hyatt, which is on the opposite side by the Inner Harbor. Really nice view, really nice hotel, but pricier. Second year, we were at the Hilton, I think. No, I think second year we were at the Marriott, and then the last 2 years we've been at the Hilton. If I remember right. So I don't know, maybe it was... When we were at the Marriott, it sucked though, because our view was of just a, like, we were right looking across at the flat part of the roof, and there was like a guy, like, equipment that they were working on stuff out there. There was confusion, we got stuck with a 1 bet instead of a 2, that was bad hotel year. But no, in general, it was a pretty nice hotel. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this right, but I want to try it. For one, I'm going to start grouping these. This is concrete blocks. This is window curve models. And I'll include that with the window curve. Okay, so this one, I want to flip this. I think that worked, but it's just getting this position is going to be a bitch. Yeah, there were, I think it was last year that had the construction that was over there that made that really annoying. I don't think this is going to work for the curve, but I want to try it. No, actually, this should work. Oh, they were really farther apart than that. It might not work. Kind of. I can make it bigger. Let's jam it further in the wall. I think it's going to be a guessing game. I'm not going to be able to copy it to the other one. Trying to math this out would be a bitch. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to utilize that in that gap. That's fine. I have a different thing I can do. I think these concrete blocks were from user mod. If not, I can grab the texture somewhere else. Luna's Banishment? I play that at every con. I've played that video at probably over a dozen panels. We use it as a break the ice video. Because it's an animation panel, and so to me, starting a panel by going, "Hi, we're blah blah blah," is super boring. So we usually try to break the ice with a video, something goofy to get people laughing. So I usually do Luna's Banishment, and I did it like the first 2 times because it happened to just be the video on my laptop, and then since then we've just played it every one. So it's probably been, since its release, played at the beginning of every panel we've done. And even SFM panels that I was not at, they knew we did that, so I would either send the video or they pulled it and they were playing it with it even though we weren't there. So it just became a tradition. I'm looking for, again, not round, I'm looking for concrete, but I don't think I'm going to find what I want like this. I can retexture anything to anything, so I just need to find a model that will fit that gap. Like, I can't really use this because it's uneven. I need something that's going to be fairly symmetrical. or at least looks like it should be that shape. This could potentially work. Isn't in the actual split on the model, but it would work. The wider one would be great. Give it a shot. That actually didn't work.
We fight and stumble aimlessly. We broke our promises one too many times.
Those might be too far apart to utilize it the way I was hoping, which would be to utilize the clipping from the bottom to be able to fill the whole gap.
I'm just gonna stay here for a while. Need to catch my breath here.
Oh, maybe.
What do we do now? Look at the empty stairs of one's mighty men, fallen and fragile, so unsure. Who do we look to now?
I don't think it's going to take me going up anymore.
How can
Oh.
we trust again?
What is that not clipping yet?
When hope is
We're not clipping in a visual manner. Oh, just barely. Still. I'm essentially trying to find a wedge. Something I can just jam in there.
I'm just gonna stay here for a while. Need to catch my breath.
One thing is I don't want to this kind of goes past that surface and has a line in it that seems weird, but I guess I can get rid of the line. But this going back that far is what bugs me a little bit. Well, I guess it would be a support. I guess I could say it's that.
Catch my breath.
There's a little bit of a gap left at the top here. On the either side. And I can't really get it any bigger without causing some real problems. But I might be able to get away with leaving the gap, because even from the camera's position, It's barely visible. I'll just say it's okay. So I'll call this Windows Support 1. So now the curve is right, so I need to make sure I just grab it by its global. Turn it like that, bring it straight over, and hope we can just squeeze it right in. Which I know is not going to happen. Yeah, it's already causing problems. Oh, wait. Oh. Come on, good. Be a good cement block. Let's leave it like that. Let's say with yes. Okay, another one. I think I might actually have this cement come and build up to it and leave those continuing forward or continuing on around. I think that might actually work. So we'll take this support, put it over here. This is going to curve back the other way a little. I don't care as much about these because they're not as visible. Okay. Now I'm going to take these cement blocks in the back. One of these is the close one. Yep. I want it to actually blend with the wall, so that's why I'm using the same colored cement as the one next to it. So it looks like it blends better. At least that's my hope. I'm going to go behind that support to kind of make it look like it was built into it. I'm going to give it a better curve than that. I want to have it blend with that top one too. Like that maybe. Yeah, looks actually pretty good. Let's do it on the other one. I'm gonna go through all this and then I'm gonna find like this one thing that just makes the whole thing fall apart. Seems such like a Star Wars song. Okay, so that goes up to the midpoint of there. That goes up to the midpoint of here. I think that's actually pretty balanced. Okay. I think just for now, I'm just going to continue the cement onwards. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be adding a lot more details to the wall and stuff. So I don't really care about a lot of this. I'm going to probably put a bunch of like stuff hanging from it and whatever. I just need to put something there for now. Because I want to start getting at least some very basic lighting setup done. Okay, so this issue, I'm going to have some of these clipping issues on the edges. That's fine. I'm just going to take this and put it just a teeny bit backwards. It'll create a slight edge, but it'll at least blend it in there. Okay. Probably going to need something to close that gap because of the lighting issues that it's going to cause, but that's fine for now. Okay, camera's gonna potentially get up to this close. Or probably like, probably close to that. Twilight can definitely move forward though. That's the point of the curved window. I can put them up nice and close. Or the angled window. Oh, that's even a pretty cool angle from there, too. It's actually looking pretty good. Except for when the lights are off. I kind of want to actually, before I even do some of that, set up something in that room. Because my thought is that room's probably going to be bright, looking out. So yeah, kinda. I do want to set up at least some basic lights. Yes, I thought. So those walls have a wet texture to them. Make them look like they're shiny wet. I probably don't want that. That is pretty easy to fix. Don't worry about it right now. So this is just going to be some ambient light I need. That'll cover everything. It's going to be very... I Actually, I'm probably gonna do it from 2 angles. I'm probably gonna do it from here. And this is gonna be super low lighting. So we're gonna do like probably do that. So I'll just create a general lighting for everything. Okay, that's really gonna actually bug me with those models having this. Okay, so he's using Crude Wells 2 from Stalker. Oh, they didn't go to materials or models. Okay, that's weird, but okay. Fawn, here we go. I do not want that strong of a fawn. Strong of a fawn. Oh, memory is getting high. I have a feeling it's going to be another project that's going to be split between multiple save files. Oh. Alright, well. Let's see if that works. There, that's much more manageable. And if I have light shining at it, does it still have its bump map? Yes, it still has its bump map, it's just not wet anymore. Good. I'm going to play around with the light at different places, see what works, what doesn't. So what I'm thinking about doing is having a couple lights like underneath these windows. I don't know if it'll work or not. Probably not, just because I'd have to maintain them with a shadow. Oops, I don't want to do that. To make that concrete look really nice. And that'd be a lot of shadowed lights used. Well, one thing I can potentially see is having like floodlights. before I start building the where I want the lights, I want to test, like, mess around with it just to see what works, what doesn't. And it's like here, if it was like a floodlight type thing, I want it to be a light that's not so high, but that is pretty wide. See, that could work. So this one would not be shadowed. Still not sure if this is going to work or not, so I'm playing around with it a little bit more first. So in this, like, this would need a shadow, because otherwise it won't work that. so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna be doing it again anyway. What the plot of this is? Well, it's easy because it's right there. It's Photocrystria. So it's the whole video itself is going to be or I call it Ministry Mares because it's going to be trying to focus on the Ministry Mares, but mainly focusing on anything that happened in the past from the book. I want to, because I thought that was one of the coolest parts. So that's essentially what it's covering, is just all the stuff from what happened to the Ministry Mares. And I'm doing it to blah 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 blah. How far down? I thought it was only the 60s. Did we already hear it? There's a different good one though. That's gotta be further down than that. Wow. To this song. But I need, so I just need iconic shots that were taken from there. Some of them are direct from the memory orbs, as closely as I can anyways. Other ones, like this one, are based on observations made within the book as to what they would look like. And then other ones are based on recordings or something that have been just spoken. But I want to focus more on the Ministry Mares portion, and people that were directly close to them. There's other, like, what happened with Diamond Tiara. Was it Diamond Tiara? Or was it Silver Spoon? It was Tiara, I think. No, Tiara, I think, was in the other one. I think it was Silver Spoon. That was in the correctional office. Remember, but any of those ones, I don't want to focus on. I just want to focus on the Ministry Mares. But this song, I felt was really, had that haunting, like, what would you call it? A reminiscent haunting feeling. So that's why I was going for it. I said I would make it was Diamond. I think it was Silver Spoon that was in Project Horizon's End. But yeah, this is the song. So I already have about half of it planned in my head for kind of what I want to do with it. I'm just building scenes right now so that I have my the choices to work from. Oh, that's fine. I figure out why the light was getting cut off. And if you want to know, the song's name is Final Way. It's and the lyrics focus around essentially a child singing a song of "Go On Without Me," which I thought was kind of fitting. Okay, so I'm gonna need a bunch of like piping and stuff on the wall. I know there's large collections of pipes I can just jam on the wall. That was weird. Those go out too much. Those don't end anywhere. These could work. I don't even watch more. I thought it's enough of me for a week. Can't be all that exciting that often, especially just doing scene building stuff. It's like those will probably change the color of. The SFM Ponies group on DeviantArt should actually have a large collection or large list of people that do pony model commissions. And this is what I was looking for. Some nice good pipes. Where are you? Okay. So I basically want to just cover the wall in these. If I flip this around, it would work best. Oh, I'm kind of flipping out on it. Yeah, the SFM Ponies group used to keep a collection of people that did pony commissions on there. But just make sure that if you are looking for it, don't expect it to be free. Most of the people value their time, which is completely understandable. So just a heads up. It's a lot of work. Okay. That does work perfect. So I just need more of them. So I used another one. I'm gonna grab this one. Yeah, Erdic's on a break this week, but he'll be back to it. I just know he has a long to-do list, so don't expect a quick response or a quick model completion. I have a little bit of consistency. I mean, pipes, not just end. But that can cause problems now because these ambient lights that I have aren't taking into effect these pipes. So if I were to put them with, oh, they actually did take into account shadows. Are they just really weak or what? Oh, no, it's probably because they're super wide. Or they're canceling each other out. No. Probably just are too thin. Ooh. So there is shadows, they're just hard to see. Actually, they're hovering so far off the wall, it's understandable that you can't see them. But you would think that they would at least be darkened a little bit. But I think the main problem is these lights are just... Because if you go and look at this shadow cast by these, quality of them, as soon as I go and start zooming this in, the quality goes up. So I go further back, zoom in more, increase the max distance, let's say to 8, and to 8. Make those go a bit further. And increase that intensity to match. Now you're going to have much better quality shadows. So, yeah, if I zoom in nice and close, you can see them real nice and sharp, but I can't do that. If anything, I'll put it a little bit more towards this side for here, and zoom in a bit more. Drop that filter size. Does that help? Yeah. Oh, now it looks way better. Okay. And then we're going to just delete this one. Yeah. And just replace it again. want to have that backwards. So it'll be here. That's me. Okay, so now I have some pretty decent shadows for those. I think what I might want to do actually is bring these down a bit and have the shadows kind of creep off above the camera like this. Yeah, I want to have everything kind of fade off of the camera. And right now there's not much lighting coming from here, but that's going to be changing. My hope is I should still have a good amount of those left. Shadow lights. So because this is shadowed, I should be able to create or get a nice effect through this. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. So I'm gonna move the minimum up to there. Bring in our shadow filter size a little bit stronger. Ooh, the max range is way further than I was expecting it to be. Can you illuminate the pipes? Yeah, I can put stuff lights back there and stuff, but I have to give a reason for the light, so I can't just place a light. But I'm not worrying about that quite right now. Right at the start, when it says set up a thing, how big it would look to some type of LTT series to follow the Krishna. Yeah, this is follow the Krishna for sure. There's so much stuff that covers like Little Pip and and other main characters, but I still feel that the coolest part of this story was the Ministry Mares, and so I wanted to have a story that was dedicated to them. Might have to put it low. Where did my nice shadows go? Yeah, I'm just losing a shadow on her. Because if I want the shadow, I have to bring the minimum as close as I can and increase the maximum. I have to have it go through her or some sort. I think the best way to do it is going to be go low and then aim high. But even then, light's gonna probably... It doesn't make any sense, like, to have it like that. To me, the light would have to be up higher, aiming down a little bit. I gotta increase the edge height, or it's just gonna be that flat line. And see, to me, it would come down like this, or even at a very strong angle. Go do your chores. It's gonna be this stream's ending in like a couple minutes anyway. I try to, when I'm naming variables or like lights, or I try to think of it in terms of the most broadest term first, followed by the more specific. So in this case, I was going to name it like center rim window would have been bad because to me window is the broad term. Then what kind of light what is it doing to it? Well, it's the rim light, and then which position is it center? So it's narrowing it down. That means that I can put now left and right and have. And not have it like all over the place when I'm sorting it. Kind of the purpose of it. And I made that an Uber. So I don't want to use another shadowed light for stuff. So this is my way to cheat it. But in this case, there would be something blocking her. The shadow would be a little bit right there. So, but I'm going to try something else for that. She's actually not serious. I tried to go for like a regretful determination, I guess. Oops, this is not radius. I want that. So this is going to be 1. Then I'm going to, because it's more efficient to have like 10 unshadowed lights than to have 1 shadowed light. So my goal here is to make or do that exactly. Get rid of some of these or utilize these non-shadowed lights to try to do some of the stuff the shadow lights should be able to do. In this case, for the light reflecting off of the window, because I can't really do it from the angle I'm at. I'd have to shine a light behind her and down, and I don't think that's going to show up the way that I want it to. I'll give it a shot, but I'm hitting that first ledge, but I'm not hitting the other one. And I want to hit both ledges. Yeah, and that kind of gets, like, I don't get that. Well, I guess it is, but I'm not getting the light to show on the front side of stuff. Yeah, I think I might just stick with some of those. I could try a different method. And I do want to put like sciencey stuff in there still. Like, so I want I think tech, and I think under the, yeah, this stuff. I want some like clean looking tech. Ooh, these actually could work pretty well. I don't want to do anything with them now, but because these look all like super sciencey. More for this. This doesn't seem clean though. This looks really dirty with bullet holes and stuff. This is during the good times. And I don't want to use the TF2 computers because I feel that they are way too overused. These could work. Still would for the time period. It's a little mini computer. I have Black Mesa. I was going to do flat screen, but that actually wouldn't make sense for the time. This would need to be a full CRT. I know there is a monitor. I think it's in this. So I have a bunch of different sets of Fallout stuff. And I've already fixed it because I've used it, so it's not semi-transparent like the walkways are. Come on. Whew. That's super techy. Is this an observation hole? No, it's just... I don't know what that is. That could actually work, at least for the back side. If you if you're talking like the song I showed before for the video, no, I haven't done anything with it before. It doesn't matter, you can't see that side of the buttons anyway. Probably really have to play around with positioning on some of these lights because I'm trying to make them give a false sense of rim or a good nice rim light anyway, because an actual rim light should be or the light should kind of bleed around objects' edges, but these ones don't. SFM doesn't do that. But that's also what causes a lot of processing problems for a lot of 3D software, is trying to calculate all that. So if an edge stops like this and a light hits here on a flat edge like this, it's not going to hit this surface or glow it or anything. Well, normal light usually would have at least some kind of a bounce or something to have that. But these are very harsh. So it's about playing with this to make it all work. But I want to make that a fairly well-lit room. At least to a degree. That's why she's brighter. Makes her stand out right now, but she's not going to in the end. But the camera, my plan for potentially, because it's usually 12 seconds per bit that I can do, and if I want to split it to have a fade to a closer shot at some, which I wanted to do for a couple of these, would be 6 seconds per. So it'd be about having the oh, I just did Control W to close the file, and now we'll have to open it again. This would be so I wanted to have the camera kind of do a... Oh, actually that is a... I actually cannot put Control W as a force close because it will not let me do a slow forward. I won't even need that. Damn. So I can do a control save. Oh, I just have to be careful how I do it. Yeah, I don't want to have a close button for that. But anyways, so I wanted to have the camera kind of do a slow pan forward. So do something like that, and then have it zoom in and have it be a much closer shot to her face then. So I needed to have the room fairly detailed so I could do this. But I wanted to do it fairly middle. I mean, I could kind of do it like this. Like, play through the grates here. I don't know. I just know that this is a shot I want to kind of do, so... And then you can do that, and then you zoom in that into the similar angle, and then just kind of have her doing the look on thing. because I want to make it more of an ambient video in terms of the stuff that's going on. Their animation wise, it's just going to be a lot of people standing around or talking without words. So, speed test on that's a good one to check your internet speed. Anyways, it's after 9, so I'm going to cut it here. Go through my closing spree. Okay. Oh, all I have is 3 scene builds. That's it. I don't. It's very, very early right now. So, and none of them are animated. So, yeah, there's what you saw is basically what I have. It's just Fluttershy and the state having to do her speech in this. And that was like the first memory orb, I think. Yeah. Fluttershy speaking about the changing of the war. Apple Snack standing on the rooftop while it's raining, and then the one I'm working on now. Because these are the amount of memory orbs that are in the book. I have them all marked when I was reading it through it again. And then I am now, I'm just one chapter away from Canterlot. So there's a couple that that are very iconic that I really want to do. Like the very, very last shot of the video that I have planned requires a scene that's coming up. The Rarity standing in front of the window after teleporting Fluttershy away after the bombs dropped. That's a very iconic one that I really, really want to make. That's one that I want to do, but I want to get to it in the book first. Yeah, so there's a couple other ones that I have idea for as like transition shots, and I want to make sure to get those in there too. Whatever. Anyways, so that's it for today. I will be probably not streaming next week. I'm going to be out of town early week and then have other things going on later in the week. So I probably am going to be back on the 23rd for streaming. So it'd be a little bit of a break. But I should have this one uploaded to YouTube in then like 10 minutes with my internet now. It's hilarious. So can't think of anything else. Whatever. So have a good weekend, have a good week, and behave. Learn stuff. Okay, I can't think of else. You got a cat. Alright. Bye-bye. Peace. Have fun.